Defining mail server and LDAP server is optional. If you want to use either mail or LDAP, we suggest you view this video. Defining the SMTP server is done within the input XML file on a section called Mail Configuration. You can define one or more mail servers, and for each, you should provide a unique section name, server and ports, as well as determine if SSL should be used or not. Some SMTP servers requires authentication, and for that, you should use the username and the password as shown here. Defining a mail server is optional, and if you do not have it defined, your XDM server will not be able to send emails. The XDM server can be configured to use LDAP for authentication. You should know that LDAP is optional. If no LDAP definition is provided, an internal authentication mechanism will be used by default. You can define one or more LDAP servers to reflect your network setup within the input XML file, under the LDAP configuration section. Defining multiple LDAP servers provide redundancy, and if you have multiple LDAP servers, you should take the advantage of that and define them all. For each LDAP section, you should provide a server and port in addition to a unique name that will enable future edits or removal. If the LDAP is secured by SSL, define true for use SSL. And if so, also define the location of the certificate file and the format. Note that this certificate file describes the LDAP server and is different from the one configured in the previous video to identify the XDM server itself. In some cases, the same LDAP server alias can be implemented based on multiple servers, and thus multiple certificates. Verify this with your IT administrator and provide all the certificates by defining multiple certificate info sections for each server certificate. You're not done by just defining LDAP in the XML. After you deploy the XDM server, there is one last step that you need to take before the XDM server is ready to use LDAP. You need to log into the XDM web admin, navigate to Settings, Authentication, and finish the LDAP configuration. This is out of scope for this video training. For more information, please refer to the manual called IT Professional Guide to the System Utilities Toolbox. With that, allow me to wrap this training that covered both SMTP and LDAP configuration.